Alright guys, Dylan here with probably one of the last videos that we'll have to watch this year. I know you guys are looking forward to getting through these as much as I am. As far as my pet peeve goes, it would definitely have to be people not picking up after themselves. Living in a house with 5 other guys and a dog gets to be a pretty big problem. You got people leaving their socks in the sinks. You've got people leaving forks in the couch. You've got people leaving shoes on the stairs, anything on there, that's just a straight hazard. Now, just to specify this for you a little, I'm not talking about going into your room, not making your bed, leaving your clothes on the floor. You want to do that in your own space, that's your deal. I'll keep my room clean, you do whatever you want with your space. My problem is when it starts getting communal. Talking about the laundry, leaving it down there, get in the way when I want to go and clean up my stuff. I'm talking about your bowls left on the dining room table or the coffee table, even on the couch. I'm talking about the kitchen, you not doing your dishes. How's this relevant on a global scale? I'm talking about pollution. I'm talking about air pollution, water pollution, any kind of pollution that's going on out there. That's not just staying within your country, that stuff's going global. You're just making your problem another man's problem. That's like somebody else's room, I don't know, they're going hacking a dart in there. That air quality is not just going to maintain itself in there. I'm getting secondhand smoke all the way over here. Pretty much the same thing for air pollution all over the world. And that's how this applies to public international law. Global pollution. The problem of pollution is not limited to the border of any one country. Because the harmful effects of pollution often extend to areas beyond the country where the pollution originated, the international legal system is an important means of controlling pollution. The following identifies some of the efforts on a global scale. Customary international law. Principle 21 of the Stockholm Declaration of 1972 and Principle 2 of the Rio Declaration that emerged out of the 1992 Earth Summit both clearly state this principle. The Rio Declaration affirms that countries have the sovereign right to exploit their own resources pursuant to their own environmental and developmental policies, and the responsibility to ensure that activities within their jurisdiction do not cause damages to the environments of other states or areas beyond the limits of their national jurisdiction. Known as the precautionary approach. This addresses circumstances where significant health, safety, or environmental risks may be involved, although full scientific certainty is lacking. Many countries, especially those in Europe, consider the precautionary principle as part of customary international law. International treaties. Some of the more predominant international treaties concerning environmental concerns include the 2001 Stockholm Convention on Persistent Organic Pollutants, otherwise known as POPs. The United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which was later finalized as the Kyoto Protocol, the International Atomic Energy Agency Convention on Nuclear Safety, and the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea. Enforcement. Unfortunately, there is no international police agency with the authority to enforce international environmental law or any international court system with broad compulsory jurisdiction to make binding decisions on countries without their consent. Despite the lack of a central force, countries generally comply with international legal obligations. In the event of non-compliance, economic sanctions may sometimes be imposed under the terms of certain agreements. The risk of negative publicity may also persuade countries to comply with their obligations. Who's in control? Luckily, as consumers, we have a great deal of choice for what we can choose to purchase. By making informed, environmentally smart purchases, we can encourage reduction in waste and pollution worldwide in our globalized economy.